So Raw happened. Yeah, hi. Alrighty, folks, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your early morning late dates Raw review. Um, yeah. So it's the go home show to SummerSlam, and I can't really say much in terms of the build. The build has really just been lackluster, in all honesty. This is freaking the go home show to SummerSlam, and the show does not feel that important. I will say, on paper, the show looks alright, but as for the execution, the show does not look great. I do have an announcement, though. Well, not really an announcement, just a little key fact. Because I did found a nice ticket, a nice ticket, that was actually very cheap for a show. I'm actually going to the night 2 show of SummerSlam. And this will be my first pay-per-view, my first PLE, my whatever. Or it's going to be basically my first big show to go. If I couldn't go to WrestleMania, I'm going to go to SummerSlam. So, honestly, night 2 looks good on paper. I'm just hoping it ends up being a good show. It's just the problem is, I'm not going to lie to you, the build does not look good. But I guess, I will say this with WWE, at least they always deliver somewhat. Their pay-per-views are usually good. They have been good. I will give credit to the Triple H pay-per-views. Since Triple H been in charge, the pay-per-view has been more so good. There's been some definitely bad pay-per-views that WWE has done, but hey, I'll give credit. The pay-per-views have been better than a long time ago. But the problem is, it's just if only the shows were good too. It is definitely weird because, now, with Hulk Hogan's passing, it does feel like that it's the buzz of SummerSlam is a little gone at the moment. But at the end of the day, let's just hope that, part of wrestling did die after all. We lost, with Hulk Hogan, we lost the icon himself, our Babe Ruth, right? We lost part of America's pop culture, and pro wrestling is dead now. So it's kind of going to be hard to enjoy things, in all honesty. Hulk Hogan was wrestling, so. And yeah, they decided to do another tribute tonight. Well, this was kind of like a tribute show a little bit. Well, not really a tribute. It just, they obviously honored Hogan because for those who were not be able to be on Raw. But it didn't feel like really a tribute show really again. So they just, they did honor Hulk Hogan with, a 10-bell salute, which is fine. A lot of people are calling us, some of the wrestlers, hypocritical, especially with CM Punk. Yeah, so it's funny, but yeah, Hulk Hogan's son was there, Eric Bischoff, Bruce Pritchard, and whatever. They had a 10-bell salute. I think I heard Triple H's voice. I don't know what happened. I think they literally just did another. They just literally re-recorded, or they just played Triple H's audio, I think. I'm not sure exactly. It was kind of weird how they did the tribute with the 10-bell salute. I didn't know who was speaking. A lot of people were saying it was Bruce Pritchard. Some people were saying it was Triple H, but it was not there, which I don't get. So I don't know what the heck was going on. But regardless, at least, I'm not trying to complain much in terms of the tribute, because at least they're honoring Hulk Hogan. But yeah, they did a 10-bell salute, and then they did a beautiful video package, which was not the same. It was actually a different video package. It was literally just a video package where they had the wrestlers talk, and also over his footage, and it was a video. It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful video package. They actually also showed a picture of Hulk Hogan with Vince McMahon, so that was a key factor of the video package. It was a very beautiful video package, a great way to honor Hulk Hogan and his moments, what he has contributed to professional wrestling. Obviously, there's nobody gonna be like him, that's for sure. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this past weekend was tough. I was actually considering making some videos because of Hulk Hogan and all these people who, unfortunately, still very negative. Apparently, during the show, there were some boos, which is really? Really? Those freaking dumb people, really are gonna boo Hulk Hogan when he's just literally passed. Let the fucking guy rest and get over with. Yeah, again, there's a lot of disrespect to Hulk Hogan still. Listen, You want to hate the guy? I don't know. But at the end of the day, like, really, like, yeah, the internet has made y'all comfortable. That's for sure. That is for sure. Yeah. But anyways, they did first 10 minutes tributing Hulk Hogan, which again, beautiful moment. The only thing I really kind of enjoyed from this show, that's for sure. And yeah, that's it. Then we had our typical waste of time. So this show was basically on maintenance mode, if we're honestly for SummerSlam. But whatever, it is what it is. The show started with Jey Uso coming out. He's doing his stupid yeet entrance, and then Paul Heyman came out to stop the whole yeet thing, which at least I would say that's a little credit. Like, hey, instead of like, letting it go on for too long, Paul Heyman showed up. He said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. You know what I mean? My name is not Taboo. My name is Paul Heyman. And I did not come here tonight to disrespect you, main event Jey Uso. Even though tonight you are in the main event, and you are the main event against Big Bronson Reed. I came out to speak man to man, former bloodline to bloodline member. I wanted to speak to you tonight in front of the worldwide audience. I wanted to see in your eye. I seen the look in your eyes before and dive into the real fast. I cannot believe that you're upset your cousin OTC's Roman Reigns invitation to team up with him this Saturday night main event against Braun Breaker. And you're doing it all in the name of family, because you love your family. And where I come from, families always let you down. Families always get you into trouble. The Oracle this is not prediction, this is a prophecy. I can't see not buying you what you're trying to sell you. Let me lay this on to you. When you were a kid, did your mother tell you that Santa Claus presented underneath the tree? No, he didn't. No, it was you. So your mother lied to you. Hey, I don't think it's just your mother. All your mothers lies to you, referencing to the fans. Except for the Jewish ones, because my tribe knows better. So yeah, a little bit like, get it, trying to make a controversy with the religion talk. So, it's alright, I'm a big, beautiful Jew who had nice, beautiful kishkish and chopped liver to indulge on and whatever. Did your father tell you that he wanted you to be more iconic than he was, Jay? Is that why your father Kishi told you? He didn't want that. When Roman Reigns named our next tribal chief, he didn't pick you. He picked Solo. And all that how did that work in your family? Who would have made a better choice of tribal chief, right? Did it tell you that he wants you to be as rich and famous as he because Roman Reigns told you that? Roman Reigns lied to you. I want you to know that I'm not saying this as anger, out of malice. I'm saying this because Jey Uso, I love you. I love you. Just like family, yeet. Then Jey Uso's like, family, I'm here. Know what I'm OG? You're running around your family, I don't stand for mine. You're my OG. I'm gonna pull my family, and I'm gonna with the bloodline. The bloodline on my veins. They're respecting me, throwing all my things, and I'm gonna do the Roman. I did on spot of it. I did everything. I became world champion myself. I did all of myself. And you talking about my family? You screwed my cousin out of WrestleMania. Your boy screwed me out of the world title. So what is gonna happen tonight? I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna kick their ass, and I'm gonna me and my oos. We're gonna beat your ass SummerSlam. 4 words, one word. Okay, calm the fuck, shut up. I'm just like, Jey Uso gotta calm down with his type of promo style. I gotta tell you. All right, first match. AJ Styles and the Kabuki Warriors, they defeated Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne, and Dominic Mysterio. Whatever. This match was just whatever. We see something earlier backstage about Sheamus. Sheamus said he gave Rusev a taste of his own medicine, and then the New Day with Grayson Waller showed up. Apparently Grayson is no longer teaming with Austin Theory, which I don't know how this even is a thing, nor do I care. And for some reason he's partnering with the New Day, and I just don't care, and I don't even know what the fuck is going on. And for some reason the match is made with Grayson Waller and Sheamus, which is like, who the fuck cares? And so much for this like alliance with the New Day, because the New Day are not even there to help Grayson Waller, but whatever. Second match, Sheamus defeats Grayson Waller. Despite Russo tries to help Grayson Waller, so Grayson Waller just kind of weak. Not that I really care, like, you know, it is what it is. And then Russo attacks Sheamus. Yeah, whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, what the fuck is that? Before this segment, we had Naomi. Naomi got interviewed. How she like, oh God, you know, I'm preparing, and I'm not gonna let anybody mess with me. What happened to Russo is gonna happen again. But y'all gotta proceed with caution. Everybody gotta proceed with caution tonight in the 8-woman tag, because they're doing some 8-woman tag on this show. Lyra Valkyria showed up. Alright, before Lyra Valkyria, we had a Hulk Hogan tribute package with some of the wrestlers like mentioning Hulk Hogan, how he was the face of wrestling, like Logan Paul, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso. Yeah, some of them. It was nice to hear. We even heard some. I even saw Hacksaw Jim Duggan mention it, and even Jimmy Hart. So it's good to see that. Then we see Lyra before this, we had Paul Heyman talks to Bronson Reed, kind of motivating him, like, you know, what's up, Bronson, for a extended amount of time tonight? You better hit a destroy tsunami on Jey Uso and to show a statement. And then like Braun Breaker, for some reason, with Paul Heyman's like how they have a plan, which I don't even know or care. Lyra Valkyria comes out. She looks nice. I guess she's invited to the big black couch after all. She should definitely wear her hair more down. Women look more attractive naturally with their hair down. I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, it's nice to pull when you're in the couch. But yeah, Lyra Valkyria, I'm not gonna lie, she's, again, beautiful woman, but can't really freaking talk. She doesn't have the promo skills. That is for damn sure. She's like, she's like, oh, a happy girl, like, you know, what's up, Detroit? We're 5 days away. How we feeling? You know, she's just trying to be like some hype girl, which, I'm sorry, but like, man, like that promo was tough. Like, do they not know how to fucking book this woman? I don't even know, or nor do I care. I don't know. Whatever. This promo was rough. Okay, listening to this was rough. She said, you know, I might not be champion if I don't win. But I'm going to, I might not be champion at all if I can't keep fighting. You know, I already know Becky doesn't like to play by the rules. That's why we're gonna have a no disqualification match. But she doesn't know what I'm capable of, and I'm prepared to take go places that I've never gone before. And it's just like, this promo was just, I didn't feel aggression. I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel like there was like, this just did not. It didn't have that feeling of like I'm watching two chicks trying to be tough to watch, like who hate each other. You know what I mean? This was just, what the fuck. Clearly, Lyra Valkyria still is like very green in terms of talking. That's for sure. Anyways, Becky showed up behind, but then I'll get it. Lyra Valkyria, she's smart for some reason, and then she's able to fight off Becky without her knowing. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. It is what it is. I don't know, the way they choreographed this fight was just kind of weak. Yeah, again, we had, I don't know why this promo was not before, but yeah, there you go. Like, okay, you just gotta beat the, whatever, you know, just gotta beat the 11 hell Jey Uso. Bayley's backstage. She's interviewed how she's not, whatever. She's interviewed how she won't be at SummerSlam. She's disappointed herself. She doesn't know what to do. She couldn't win the IC title opportunity. Was at WrestleMania. Wasn't whatever. So it's like, what? I don't know. All I have to say is good riddance. Whatever. We then had Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross. They have a sit-down interview. Sami Zayn was interviewed, but then eventually Karrion Kross got involved. Karrion Kross, he goes to Sami Zayn. He says, like, you know, I know who you really are, you know, like, I insist, you know, I have this idea, you know, the WWE will eventually know who I've been dealing with here. You know, I get to show the true colors, you know, that who you really are. I just want you to admit that, you know, Kross knows the truth. then you can go become the world champion. Because believe me, Sammy, we're no different than anyone else. We're not better, and you're not better than me. And then Sammy says, "You think you're smart, huh? Yeah, you think you figured out that you're some kind of puppet master?" And I want to say that I say whatever I want. If you want to say it. But I'm gonna beat you when I beat you, because there's no mistake that I'm going to beat you, and I don't want you to look me in the eyes and you're gonna say that you were wrong. Like, I don't know, I don't know. I mean, I like that Karrion Kross tried to show character, right? But it's just I really didn't care much for this, in all honesty, because it's just like, this is just a filler feud, and the fact this happened at SummerSlam without any like proper like intriguement, I don't know. It is what it is. Like, this was just long drawn out, and this is just like kind of like giving Cross a chance, but like too late, whatever. We had this. Oh, get it? This is All Star. No, it's not. But whatever. I mean, hey, I'm not complaining out of like. What the hell is this? But yeah, get it? This is an All Star tag match, folks. Get it? Whatever. Anyways, so this happened. Supposedly this is an all-star matchup, even though whatever. Nikki Bella, Stephanie Vaquer, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky, they defeated Chelsea Green and their Secret Service, along with Naomi. Whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. But fine. Yeah, this match happened, and yeah, this happened. Nice sight to see. We then had the Judgment Day backstage, and then Finn tells everybody that they keep their chin up and ready to smash the LWO. And then they're all playing freaking WWE 2K25, because that's apparently what they want. I don't know, it's just so stupid. Like, that's all they do, play fucking shitty video. Like, how is that character? But whatever. Backstage, we see Io and Rhea. They confront each other, thank each other for the match, but then how every woman is for themselves cliche, whatever, and then how they're gonna finally win. I don't know. So this luchador, this is another like, I don't know. It looked like Chad Gable, but it can't be Chad Gable. All I know is like it's like basically another like Max luchador. It's just funny if they just comes up with a bunch of like imitation luchadors. So I think that would be funny. But regardless, this luchador helped the Judgment Day win the tag. Like they're still the tag champs against the LWO. So yeah, and oh yeah, Andrade Melcano was there too. So we got that. We got the Judgment Day retain their tag titles. We didn't have Gunter showing up. Gunter, he says, everybody need to calm down, because when I told on the microphone, I supposedly went toe-to-toe with talking, doing the best talking in the business. I'm supposedly the best in the world. Yes, I figured it all out against CM Punk. I walked down this aisle, looked him straight in the eye, and says, what's going to happen at SummerSlam? I left the voice of the voiceless speechless, and I'm not running out of things to say about CM Punk, because don't you worry, I made CM Punk understand he doesn't deserve to call himself the best in the world. I made CM Punk understand he will never be the World Heavyweight Champion, and most importantly, CM Punk, shut up. And then CM Punk showed up. It's like, speechless? No more, so I'm more dumbfounded, because anything you said or did, because of the moment of gravity of the situation is down on me and standing across the ring, and somebody as great as you, belt around your waist, dawned on me that I don't want to be World Heavyweight Champion. I need to be the World Heavyweight Champion. I need to be World Champion because I need air in my lungs. I need to be the World Champion because of blood pumping my veins. I need to be the World Champion like the Detroit Red Wings need 12 Stanley Cup. I need the World Champion like the Midwest dad needs a cold, frosty old style on a hot summer day while he's mowing the lawn. And no, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, but I understand addiction, because this is a place that wrestling is my addiction. I need a World Champion so I can raise the over strap and thank the millions of people that have been chanting my name. You think there's some kind of consolation prize? It not mean anything to you, but it only mean the world to me. It means something that I need a world champion as you, as great as you are, the great things you have accomplished. You dare to come to say that I don't deserve to call myself the best in the world. I give you who you are correct. I don't deserve to call myself the best in the world. I earned it. I earned by the right to beat the best in the world, and the arrogance about it, because I've faced I face a trail of bodies of Hall of Famers, legends, and superstars that you dreamt to be in the ring with. And when you compare your career, as great as it's been, my career, it doesn't apply to apples. Gunter then says, "You know what, Punk? I've had enough. Shut the hell up." And then Punk says, "I'm not finished yet." I wasn't finished. This was the levels to this kid, and you're gonna find out at Heartless and SummerSlam on Saturday. You're not gonna be in my level. For as great as you are Saturday night, I'm leaving the world champion. But hey, at least you're gonna be able to share the ring and finally feel what it's like to be in the ring with the one and only best in the world, CM Punk. So basically, this promo was, look at it like, I'm a better wrestler than you. I'm the best in the world. It's just kind of boring, kind of. I mean, I'm not saying this was boring, but just like it's typical, get it, I'm the best in the world. There's not really much story, you know, not heated story. Like, that's the problem. It just, there's not much story. It's just them gonna have a match and, like, you know, okay, fine. You're gonna have a match, whatever. You know, just them about being the best in the world. It's like, whatever, people. And then Punk, like, walks off, and then, yeah, you know, it's, yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess. The main event, Jey Uso defeats Bronson Reed by disqualification after Braun Breaker spears him, but then Roman Reigns showed up. He helped attack Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed. Both Jey and Roman stand up, and they were about to hit like a big spear, both of them. But then eventually they get stopped by Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. I don't know. So they got distracted, and they eventually got beaten up by Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed. They both got tsunami'd, and Braun Breaker did literally a double spear to both of them onto the barricade. And Bronson Reed stole Roman Reigns' shoes, which I will say that was actually kind of funny. It was definitely like a bully moment or whatever, so it was definitely funny. I will say my problem with this was, I wish they saved that double spear to the barricade as a spot in SummerSlam. They should have saved that spot for SummerSlam. That would have been perfect to utilize in that match. Because now if they do it again, it's just whatever, right? I felt this segment was too long as well, in terms of the heat. Like, easily the heat could have been, like, or again, we kind of seen, like, all before with the whole Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed taking out people, and then ending the show with them. There should have been, like, a massive brawl, at least, would have been nice. A massive brawl would have been nice to end the show with, you know? Or just something, you know, a little different. I just think, like, just a run and done, like, having one stand, like, tall and the other just kind of, like, ruined the vibe. And just, it went too long. I mean, heck, it would have been nice, like, if you wanted to have, like, the Bronson Reed taking the shoes part, should have been something shortened. And then that would have been kind of nice. And then Roman, I don't know, all separated. That would have been fine. I just thought this segment was, like, also too long for the show, in terms of, like, intriguement. Like, it's just like less is more type of deal as well. It was also just too long, you know, in terms of, like, how I was feeling, because if you get it, okay, they're beating up, but then you keep doing it. The heat was, like, should have been much more better. But regardless, that was the show. I mean, yeah, that was funny. Bronson Reed taking the shoes. A little good tribute to Hulk Hogan. But other than this, the show was just, I mean, the Gunter Punk promo was a fine as well. It just like the lack of story doesn't really help. But other than that, the show was just whatever, folks. I'll be honest with you. The show was just whatever. I'm just keeping it real. Get your games, close my misses by, make the bitches go, oh shit, oh shit. We'll see what happens with SmackDown, as that's going to be the true go-home show. As far as for, like, night one, because this is, by the way, a lot of this is happening for night one, and I'm not intrigued for night one, that's for sure. Night two, on paper, looks much more better. That's what I'll say. Till next time, peace, yeah, bye. And again, for a go-home show for SummerSlam, this is the second biggest show. Who the hell cares? Till next time, peace, yeah, bye.